that trait from a child, teach that child, and that child will play notes perfectly. You understand what I'm saying? You got a brother, we got brothers that wanted to be athletes, football players. We got brothers that play for the NFL, so check this out. And guess the position that they play, they do it perfectly. Catch the ball, do whatever they want to do. But give me Sirach 32 and 17. This is the problem with our people. To watch this. Watch this. Sirach 32 and 17. I'm going to show you what the problem is with the statement you just made. Watch this.
Sirach chapter 32, verse 17. A sinful man will not be reproved.
Sin is breaking God's law. The scriptures say a sinful man, somebody that does not want to be righteous, will not be corrected, right? Go ahead.
But findeth an excuse according to his will.
And the problem with us is we have to change the will of our people, because guess what the Bible says? You will find an excuse according to your own will, which is what you want to do. Not that you can't be perfect. The fact is you just trying to find an excuse because it's not what you want to do. I guarantee you that if we raise up our people from a child and instill them the will to be perfect in God's law, our people will be perfect.
Right.
We have to change our will, since you got to want to do it. You got to want to be right. And if you want to be right, guess what? You can do it perfectly.
That's right.
You can. You can.
That's straight. Sis, before you go, sis, one more thing before you leave. Because it'll be all for nothing to know that and not, what's your nationality? See, it'll be pointless to know all of this information to walk away from here calling yourself black. You understand? Come look at this sign right here. Nah, but what if I told you black is derogatory? You wouldn't let nobody sit up there and call you the B word, right? Because black literally means, do you know the definition of black? It's a color. What else? It means absence of color, meaning there's nothing there. There's nothing there. So when you call yourself black, you're literally calling yourself nothing. You see what I'm saying? This is why it's so. No, this is why. Listen here, bro. This is why it's so easy for a so-called black man to get shot down in the street. You ever heard of? Give me that in Proverbs where it say, "As a man thinketh, so is he." Watch this. If you think yourself to be, if you put that title on yourself to be nothing, that's what you end up being, and that's why it's so easy for the police to shoot a black or Hispanic down in the street, because they call themselves derogatory terms. I'm not gonna respect you if you won't. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna disrespect you if you disrespect yourself. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12.
23 and 7.
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7. For as he thinketh in his heart,
As he thinketh in his heart,
so is he.
so is he. So if you think yourself to be a bum, that's what you are.
Right.
If you think yourself to be a king, that's what you are.
Right.
But me, I'm an Israelite man.
That's right.
We the Israelites. That's what I'm getting to.
Right.
We the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. That's not a religion. That's a race. That's a nationality. You know what does Israelite mean? What does Israel mean?
I don't know.
Give me that. Genesis.
Right.
So you know by your look, you know about what you think about how you look, you know about how you think about yourself at the end of the day, because you can call yourself a black queen, but if you don't exhibit the attributes of a queen, are you a queen? No. And did you know that there's two definitions of a queen? What's the first definition? The one you know.
The wife of the king.
The wife of the king. Bingo. The wife of the king. So, could you be a queen if you don't have a king?
Nope.
Give me the definition of queen. Quean. Yeah. Give me that. Watch this. Come on, read that while you get it.
Genesis chapter 32, verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob,
Thy name shall be called no more Jacob,
but Israel.
but Israel. So he changed our forefather Jacob's name from Jacob to Israel. Now he's going to give the definition. Read.
For as a prince hast thou power with God.
Israel means we are princes and princesses that have power with God.
That's right.
That's your race. Your race is supposed to determine who you are. It's supposed to determine where you come from. It's supposed to determine the language you speak. It's supposed to determine your culture. We call ourselves black. What language do we speak? We speak another man's language.
Right.
We do another man's culture. Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of that crap, that's another man's culture. So when you call yourself by a name that another man gave you, you exhibit another man's everything. His language, his culture, his customs.
Right.
You lose your sight of self. So why would you call yourself black? What you call yourself? You see, why would you call yourself Mexican or Hispanic? Those are derogatory terms. Those are names that came by way of slavery. Those are names that came by the way of your oppressor. And this is why it's so easy for them to disrespect us. This is why it's so easy for us to fall into their traps. Because now, instead of her thinking you're her brother, which you are, by the way, because guess what? If you look at that sign, these are the 12 tribes that make up the nation of Israel. You see that? Right. So you say you're a Mexican, so-called, right? You come from the tribe of Issachar. Right. She say she's a so-called black, which is Judah. You come from the tribe of Judah, right? So in all actuality, you guys are family members, but we subscribe to black and Mexican, and it immediately put up a wall against us. Now you a different race from her. She's a different race from you. But what's the number one art of war? Divide and what? So if they can split us like they've been doing away from each other, guess what they doing? They're winning. They're winning the fight because we don't know who we are. You see what I'm saying? And to know who you are and to exhibit who you are is to do it. You see what I'm saying? You got that definition of queen for me? I want to go right there. Come on, read that.
Queen, an impudent or ill-behaved girl or woman.
Wait. Whoa. Read it again because the mic cracked.
Queen, an impudent or ill-behaved girl or woman.
It's an impudent, ill-behaved girl or woman.
A prostitute.
Wait. A queen is what?
A prostitute.
So if you call yourself a queen and you're not married to a man or the king, then guess what? You are, and the Bible say that too.
That's right.
Because it says, don't prostitute thy daughter to be a whore. Now, if you're running around having sex with a man, or a man is running around having sex with a woman that's not married, you call yourself boyfriend and girlfriend, and then it don't work out. What happened? You go on to the next man. And if that don't work out, you go on to the next man. And if that don't go out, you go to the next man. Yeah, dude, but which makes you a what?
A queen, I guess.
A hoe. Right. A prostitute. That's what he makes you.
Yeah.
That's why the Bible say marriage is honorable and all. Guess what? If we kept that one law, there wouldn't be no single parent households.
Right.
If we kept that one law, there wouldn't be black on black crime. If we kept that one law, there wouldn't be hatred in our communities against each other. You see what I'm saying? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12, and then Dave come back. Watch this. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
So what's your nationality? Sis? Yeah. You the Israelite that the Bible speak of. Now listen to this as you walk off. Listen to this as you walk off. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12.
Come on.
And now Israel.
And now Israel. Hey sis, you an Israelite. And now sister, come on.
What doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
The Lord thy God requires something of you, sis. He requires for you to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments now. You must become perfect. Come on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Read.
To walk in all his ways.
Come on.
And to love him.
Come on.
And to serve the Lord thy God.
Hey, bro, what's your name? Daniel. Did you hear what that scripture just said? Do you understand that you're the Israelite that the Bible speak of? Or do I have to give you a little bit more proof?
No. Well, no, I got proof.
You got the proof?
I got the proof.
So you understand that you the Israelite, the Israelite that the Bible speak of?
Yes.
You understand that you're not the Mexican or the Hispanic that the society calls you?
Yes.
Okay, so read it again then. Come on.
Believe it.
Read it again, bro.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel.
And now Israel, Daniel.
What doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Now that you know that you Israel, Daniel, there's a requirement for you. You see, understand? It's just like you went to school.
Yes.
college? Okay, you graduated high school though, right? To graduate high school, you had to meet certain requirements, right? That's what God is telling you. He said, now that you know you Israel, you have to meet these certain requirements. Come on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
That's to fear him. What does it mean to fear God? It means to obey. Good. Come on.
To walk in all his ways.
What does it mean to walk in all his ways? To have faith and walk. Give me Exodus 18:20. You own to something. But there's a little more to what you said. There's just a little bit more. Come on.
Exodus chapter 18, verse 20.
It's going to give you exactly what it means to walk in this way. Come on.
And thou shalt teach them ordinances.
Thou shalt teach them order
and laws.
And the laws and his laws and the laws of God.
And shall show them the way wherein they must walk.
And show him that the way wherein that he must walk. So what is the way that we must walk? God's order, God's law. You see what I'm saying? The Bible explains everything. Go back. Go back, man. Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Come on.
And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Our requirements as the Israelites, come on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
One of our requirements is to obey. Come on.
To walk in all his ways.
To walk in all his ways, meaning keep his order, keep his law. Right, Daniel? Come on.
And to love him.
How do we love God? What is it? What is the definition of love? According to the Bible. What is God's love according to the Bible?
That I don't know.
Go get God's love according to the Bible. Is you there? All right, come on.
1 John chapter 5, verse 3.
Yeah.
For this is the love of God,
This is the love of God.
that we keep his commandments.
Wait, what's the love of God?
That we keep his commandments.
So God said, if you love me, keep my commandments. If you to have the love of God is to keep his commandments. And we're gonna get there. We get to some commandments. We're gonna get to some commandments that you can keep tomorrow. Come on.
And his commandments are not grievous.
And his commandments are not grievous. Why? Because it's loving. It's a loving thing. Come on, go back to Deuteronomy 10:12. So at the end of the day, what we're reading is the requirements of an Israelite man. You know, we're reading the requirements of our nation. You get what I'm saying? Come on, read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel,
And now, Daniel,
what do the Lord thy God require of thee?
come on,
But to fear the Lord thy God,
obey.
to walk in all his ways,
Ordinance, to walk in his orders and his laws,
and to love him,
to keep the commandments,
and to serve the Lord thy God.
and to serve the Lord thy God. How do you serve him? By the other three things that we just read. By love, by his order, his law, and by, what did it say? Walking in his way, to love him, and to serve him. Come on.
With all thy heart.
With all thy heart, meaning all your mind. With all your mind. Because your heart is your mind according to the Bible. I'm going to prove it to you. Because you,
It's here. This is where you love, right here.
no, it's telling you with all your heart. It's not. So go get the heart. Go get Mark 7:21. I'm gonna prove it to you because, like I say, the Bible explains everything.
Yeah.
It's not. You can't think with this. So to walk in somebody, to walk in the ways of God, that requires you to do what? To think on your ways. So when he say with all your heart, it's not talking about this in your chest. It's talking about what's in your head. Watch, I'm gonna prove it. Come on.
Mark chapter 7, verse 21. For from within, out of the heart of man,
Out of the what of men?
out of the heart of man,
Out of the hearts of men, right? You point at your chest, but watch what it say next.
No. It's in my heart. I mean,
proceed evil thoughts.
Where do your thoughts come from?
my thoughts come
Yeah,
from.
where do your thoughts come from?
They come from my mind.
They come from your mind. So what does the Bible call your heart? Read it again.
For from within, out of the heart of man,
From within, out of the hearts of men,
proceed evil thoughts.
in the hearts of men proceeds evil thoughts. You don't think with your chest. You think with your mind.
That's right.
No, what I meant was like, I walking in faith, so I leave my brain alone because it's misleading on many accounts. So
But
when I connect
it's
with
only
God,
it's only misleading because you don't observe the right things.
Right.
This is what I'm trying to take. This is what the Bible is telling you. It's just said what you said. Out of the hearts of men, meaning out of the minds of men, proceeds evil thoughts. But if you feed your mind, if you feed your heart the right thing, then you know what I'm saying. You can lead. You get what I'm trying to say? All right, now go back. Deuteronomy 10:12. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel, what do the Lord thy God require of thee?
Yeah.
But to fear the Lord thy God,
Yeah.
to walk in all his ways,
Yeah.
and to love him,
Come on.
and to serve the Lord thy God.
Now it's going to sum all of those things up, and I didn't even have to jump nowhere else. But it's going to sum everything, what we just read, up in two lines. Come on.
With all thy heart,
With all thy mind,
and all thy soul,
with everything you got.
to keep the commandments of the Lord.
Wait a minute. All of that sums up to what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
So to serve him, to walk in his ways, to love him, to what? To fear him. All that sums up into what? Keeping the commandments.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.